welcome to Jay's Reviews. Today we're covering Wildlife the Card Game by Axo Stories. Please note this is a prototype copy of the game as it's currently on Kickstarter. In this cute little card game, you are trying to build up your habitat and score as many points as possible per cycle. But beware, you're not the only thing in these woods. This plays 2 to 5 players, good for ages 8 and up, and plays in about 40 minutes. Let's hit the table and see what we've got. Setup. We're setting up for 3 players. Shuffle all cards and deal 6 cards to each player. The rest of the cards will be the main deck. Place this in the middle of the play area. Each player will have a habitat area in front of them. This is where you will play your cards. You are now ready to play. How to play. Depending on how many players you are will depend on how many cycles you play. We are playing 3 players, so it will be 6 cycles. Each cycle has 3 phases. Draw phase. Starting with the first player, each player draws cards till they have 6 in hand. Habitat phase. Starting with the first player, you must play 3 cards. There are 6 types of cards. Life cards. These are green border cards. There are 4 kinds: small, big, flying, and aquatic. Enhancer cards. These cards are brown bordered. These give you a bonus to your life cards. There are 4 kinds: spring for small, winter for big, nesting for flying, and spawning for aquatic. To play an enhancer, you have to have already played a life card of that kind. Only 1 enhancer of each kind can be played in your habitat at a time. Rain cards. These are blue bordered. This card type gives you 3 points at the end of a cycle and is not affected by any other card types. These do get discarded at the end of a cycle. Menace cards. These are red bordered. There are 2 kinds of Menace cards. Predator. This card removes a life card from another player's habitat. Hunter. This card is played on another player's habitat and takes out the whole kind of life card that is chosen: small, big, flying, or aquatic. This also takes out the enhancer of that type as well. Protector cards are pink bordered. This is the only card that can stop a hunter from taking out life cards from your habitat. Catastrophe cards. These are black bordered and there are 3 types. All players are affected by these cards. Fire. All players discard small, big, flying, and any enhancer cards of those types. Aquatic pollution. All players discard all aquatic cards and aquatic enhancer cards. Fire and aquatic pollution. All players discard all cards in play except rain cards. If for any reason you can't play cards, you have to discard down to 3. Once all players have played, we move on to the scoring phase. Starting with the first player, count up how many points your life, enhancer, and rain cards give you. Note them down, and first player moves to the left. At this point, discard your rain cards. Start a new cycle. Person with the most points after all cycles are completed wins the game. This is a simple but highly strategic card game. You're trying to score as many points as possible per cycle, but also keep that target off your back. This game is great for fillers between heavier games, but is also heavy enough to keep players coming back for more. The crew really loved playing this, and we can't wait to see what happens with the Kickstarter. We played this for 2 to 5 players and find that the game is very well balanced. If you are a fan of set collecting games, this is definitely something you should add to your shelf. If you want more information about the Kickstarter, make sure to check the links below. We give this Jay's seal of approval, and we'll catch you next time at the table.